This is my Yamaha. I'm so self-conscious now that people comment on the way I say Yamaha. Yamaha, Yamaha, Yamaha.
Like it goes ding, 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 diggy, ding, ding. Ding, 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 diggy, ding, ding. That's the way theirs goes. Ours goes ding, 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 diggy, ding, ding. Ding, 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 diggy, ding, ding.
Yamaha.
Just, you're Pennsylvania Dutch, just embrace it.
Embrace it, not once. This is my Yamaha YZ250X. The engine is the same basically since 1999, and the frame is the same since, I think, 2002. So, I set out on a mission to update this bike and bring it into the future.
Where we don't need roads.
I got a few fun things we're gonna put on it. Number one, where we're gonna start is the hitless. We're gonna change that power valving. Then we're gonna finish putting on the E-start because, man, coming off a KTM 300 to a 250X without the button, yeah, I like the button. It's just handier. I got my Boingers back from the Boinger shop. Oh, so nice. My buddies at RK Performance do my suspension for me. I use all Racetech parts. See, there's my Racetech spring.
Nice.
That's Chubby Guy spring. Ooh, Chubby Guy spring. Okay, let's start with the hitless. Let me grab my stuff. Do you notice the shop looks a little different, Dan?
Now that you mention it, it does kind of look different, Craig.
It does look a little different,
It does
right?
look a little different.
We don't even have a flat surface to work on anything.
What? Oh.
So, a lot of people were commenting that I was looking burnt out and stuff in the videos. And it's because I think I just had so much different stuff going on and my shop was a mess. So I took a few days while my wife and kids went away to make things better, more organized.
It's gonna take time to make things more better.
I like more better. Oh, you know what, Dan? We did the intro. You know what time it is?
It's fan time!
No, seriously, it's getting warm in here. All right, so first thing I'm doing here is taking apart the hitless, or the power valve, so I can put hitless in. It changes the springs and the ramps and stuff for the exhaust valving. And that's gonna control the power band of the bike. I'm really excited. I need a screwdriver, Dan, and maybe a hammer. Let me grab a pick and the pliers. Don't look in my drawers, Dan, they're messy. Wait, scratch that. That didn't come out right. Oh, I put picks. Did I put picks over here? I just did this the other night, bear with me. There, I put them there. I just didn't open my drawer folder, you know? If you buy a hitless or you're interested in seeing what they do in more detail, just check them out on their website. He has very good videos on the installation. I'm gonna put my hand over here so nothing springs or boings. Okay, here's our power valve shaft. Grab this stuff here. Okay, so we have our power valve shaft. We have our torsion springs. Let's see here if I can figure this out. This is all in there. And as the governor assembly, which is right here, Engine Revolutions tells all this stuff when to open and close that exhaust valve. So what we're gonna do is change this stuff out. Now, let me be very clear about something here. I bought this, paid for this with money. They didn't give us this to put in here or do anything. Okay, so old parts, we need new parts. Let's see what all we got here. We got some hardware. This is a very nice, well put together kit. Those are stainless. Wow. Okay, so we got shims. They're all marked. These two springs we're gonna need. Look at the difference. These are held fast on with screws. And then this is the ramp that opens and closes the power valve. Look, this is the stock one on the bottom. This is the hitless ramp on the top. See how abrupt that is? Versus this? That is miles different. miles different. And then what we have here are different torsion springs because it does have to overcome spring pressure. Then we got a new spring to put in the governor along with some shims. So all that together is really going to change the way the power comes on for this bike. It's not going to hit as hard, and the power is going to be more usable, more tractable. This modification is going to be huge for this bike. I'm excited. Now, one of the neat things here about pulling this apart is if you want to do this kit, it's super simple. There's nothing in here when you take these apart that can fall into the combustion chamber or anything like that, so don't be scared. Okay, everything clean. This is our exhaust valve right here, or the power valve, exhaust valve. So that's opening and closing, changing the port timing and the port size. All right, next let's pull the governor assembly out. All right, this is the governor. So there's some weights in here, and as this thing spins with engine RPM, these balls will move, and that actuates the shaft for the power valve. All right, we got our pin. Oh, there goes the balls. Told you they were in there. Let's put them back. Boy, it's gonna take a little more pressure than that. Whee! Just like that. See, look at that. That's why you pad your hand.
Oh wow. You didn't want to do that to your soft, supple flesh?
They got soft hands.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all together. All looks good. It's gonna slide down. There we go. Oh! Shoot. What did I just do? Not what I wanted to. Oh my gosh. I done screwed that all up. This is when Craig breaks his case. Man, on the scale of 1 to 12, this is a 14 on screw ups. Maybe. Did I get somewhere? There, okay. Woo! Wowzers. What happened is, there's a rod in here that rides into this groove here, and it popped out and got stuck on the spring, and everything was spring loaded. It didn't like it. There we go. I think I got it. Gasket goes back on, and we set that to the side. What's in store for us next?
Got to spring load that tension on the governor.
A little, yeah. Nailed it, Dan.
Spring it on the governor, Craig.
Stay on there, gasket. What was next, Dan?
Go check all the power valves, isn't it? Now that you got your governor all set up.
See, you were all governor all the time, huh? All governor all day? That doesn't go there. That one's gonna go there. So what I'm doing here, I had a couple different sizes, I think 3 sizes. And when you're putting them in, you wanna make sure that they all kind of show the same amount. You know, if this one here was sticking, say out here, and this one was tucked in, you would know that they need to be switched or something. So see how they're all sticking out the same amount? That's how you know you have them in the right spots. Hit them with the elbow click. Cool. Now let's grab our power valve. It's all moving nice and free. That's all clean. Those side shafts they need to be cleaned up a hair. So we get free movement. This is what the ramp rides on. Alrighty, that's clean. What's next? Okay, look at that.
Look at what?
I think we got the hit listen.
Oh, good.
Oh, Dan's like, oh wow, that was hard. I triple checked it, double checked it, And I even quadruple checked it. Everything's tight. Everything moves freely. Let's grab our caps. We're gonna ditch the old JIS screws, and we're gonna use the nice hardware that they provide. Won't lie, that took a little longer than I thought it would.
How long do you think it was gonna take?
Not quite that long. I was working at parts, ordering stuff, and I was on Dennis Kirk, because that's one of my favorite parts stops, and I have been for years, dude. I used to be a kid, like laying in the living room floor picking out stuff I wanted for my bikes and four-wheelers as a kid. Anyway, I found a lot. I got some of it here.
Over here.
This pipe.
Oh.
Dennis Kirk. V-Force reeds. Dennis Kirk. Recluse clutch. Dennis Kirk. So they got this cool thing, garage builds going on. And I had to go to like page 3 or something until I found a dirt bike. So I think, Dan, what we need to do is start taking some pictures. And I think we put this up on their garage build. Clutch in my cover. Let me talk to you about the clutch here a little bit. I am going to replace fibers here shortly. So I got a couple different things. I got a Recluse to throw in here. And the reason I did that is because I had a Recluse on my 300. And my ultimate idea or plan was I was going to make this bike as identical to my 300 as I could. The more I'm riding it, the more I'm thinking I may not do the Recluse. I'm not sure. So I also got some clutch plates there. So I'll figure that out once I get everything back together and I'm riding it. Since I'm unsure at the moment what I'm doing, here's what we're doing. We are putting the stock clutch cover back on. Now, I do like the Recluse cover because A, it's heavier, and B, it's a little bigger, so it holds a little more oil, keeps things a little cooler. It's also heavier duty than this, so we'll see. That can always be flip-flopped around. That's that. Let's throw a fresh plug in this thing. Run this plug. Freshy. Nice. And that all bolted together nicely. After seeing the difference in those ramps, I don't know what I'm more excited about, the electric start or this new power valve system. Woohoo! Excited. Oh, I'm so excited. What do we do next, Dan?
Insert the swindle flam. Or that thing. That was close.
Okay, next. Clean this up with my new favorite cleaner. Oh my. Dude, you know when you wash your bike, you wash it pretty good and everything, but the hoses still stay all icky and dirty. Look at that. Just a wipe takes all that gunk and grime and oil and the dirt that stays behind, takes that right off. Perfect. I really need to get the tool to do this. I don't always make a greasy mess, but when I do, I prefer to make it on a dirt bike. Alrighty. Just take that extra grease we have and put it on our shaft. Oh, look at this. Gusseted, the chain guide stays. Nice big beefy welds, beefy gussets. Box this piece here in, put a brace on here. Ah, my buddy did that for me. Swing arm in. Oh man, I love a fresh boinger.
Fresh boinger.
Fresh boingers.
It's a very beefy boinger there, Craig.
Yeah, man. I'd be lying if I said I didn't forget how this goes.
You okay, Craig?
Yeah, I'm thinking here. It's my thinking face, Dan. I'm not sure I have this right. This is looking more better. Just like that. Okay, we're gonna need torque specs next. Now I know extensions, you lose torque, so I'll give it an extra oomph. And then I just put a little mark on them so I know that they're torqued and I can easily see if anything moves. Just little witness marks.
Just like that.
There's something kind of cool. Stock, you get this little hairpin, goes right in to this. So the brake shaft threads into the frame and then this goes on the back and that's like a keeper so that it can't work its way loose and come out. The hitless, in the hitless kit, they give you a stainless lock nut that goes onto the back of here and does the same thing. And I think that is awesome. Man, we are looking good. Good. Okay, well, I tell you what, while we're up here on the table, let's do a couple things. One is move the book out of our way so I don't get it too dirty. Let's pop these off. Okay, that's not going back on. Okay, that too is not going back on. Instead, slide in that way. Okay. You know what I'm gonna start doing?
Tell me what you're gonna start doing.
When people order stickers or merch or something, I don't know what, I'm gonna start putting all the stickers I get with all the parts I order, I'm gonna start throwing them in boxes for
Extra
people.
stickers, huh?
Extra stickers. How do you like that? Master cylinder side. So this is gonna go like that. Okay. Switching over to stainless lines for two reasons. One is because, again, when I kind of started this mission, it was to make it as close to my KTM as I could. But the main reason here is because you get better performance. The lines won't expand under pressure like rubber does. So it's just a nice little upgrade. Oh my, there's no returning that. Man, they had that vacuum packer set on high today. Open up our pads all the way, make things easier for the reassembly. It's gonna go in here. Man, this vacuum sealing, holy hell.
Well, it wouldn't be this fresh. That's how you know the parts are fresh, Craig.
Yeah.
Because they're sealed so tight.
We're up tighter than the broccoli. Dude, what a difference, man. Look, going from this thing here to protect your rear disc against rocks to this meaty hunk of aluminum beautiful goodness. Look at the difference. No, seriously, this stuff
Very
here.
pretty.
This stuff is way, way, way better than the stock. I put a setup like this on my KTM as soon as I bought it. And I went with Bulletproof Designs this time because I think I mentioned it in another video. They support Hard Enduro, and they also support Cody Webb.
What's up, Craig?
But supporting the guys that support the guys that I like to watch with the guys I like to hang out with. All right, let's do radiators. Pretty stuff just keeps coming. Hardware. A packing peanut. How'd that get in there?
There's a few packing peanuts in there.
Do you know packing peanuts are edible?
Anybody want a peanut?
You know that?
Nope.
You want one?
Pretty sure they're not.
You want one?
Nope.
Really? Where'd you eat it?
What are you trying to get?
It just dissolves. Tastes like pasta. I guess I'm assuming my radiator is tweaked, but that's all right. We're just gonna tweak it back and make it work. Right, Dan? Yep.
Right.
De-tweaking my radiator to put the brace on so that I don't tweak them or break them up anymore. Love it. Those are nice. Those are really nice, actually. So after you wash your bike and you know all that stuff, the rubber hoses always stay dirty. So I've been working on this spray, and it's a fantastic spot cleaning spray. So you do this. Look at that, takes that dirt right off. It smells delicious. And I know what you're saying, oh, but it's still wet and it's going to, whatever. Once it dries, you'll see it again. But check this out. These were the same way. I cleaned them last week. And look, they stayed clean. Stayed clean, stayed clean, stayed clean. Telling you, it's gonna be good stuff. Since that stuff works so well, I'm gonna clean all these other hoses. It smells good, don't it? Smells like American pie and baseball. I gotta say, doing stuff like this and working on dirt bikes like this is relaxing, and it's one of my most funnest things to do. Tight, tight, tight. Beautiful. Tight, 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 tight.
Toit, toit, toit.
Toit, toit, toit. Now, we're gonna take a break for the evening and come back in the morning.
Come back in the morning.
Come back in the morning, and I may have a haircut,
Wow.
and I may not.
Wow. Ooh.
We'll see.
So I'm hanging in suspense.
Alrighty. We started shooting this last week, and I don't remember where we stopped, but here's where we're at. I'm gonna throw a radiator. I got the guards. I'm gonna throw some braces on. Get that done. I tell you what, while we're here, let's throw these things on. Got some Flow foot pegs. I went with these because these are actually gonna drop down and back a little, and it's gonna open up the cockpit for me. Being tall and out of shape, if I can get the distance between my butt and the seat, the closer I can get that to stand up, makes a difference. Because then I don't have to stand up so far every time. My legs, thighs don't get so tired. So let's pop this off. See the difference? See, this is mounted about halfway. This is mounted up here in the corner. So up, and then that moves it down. That is a tight fit. Gotta be just spot on there, huh? There's no room for error. I've replaced a lot of foot pegs in my days. This is the one I'm having trouble with. Holy mackerel, man. Talk about tight tolerance. Can you hold the bike for me, please? There we go.
Got it?
Yep.
All right.
I couldn't hold the bike still and overcome that spring altogether. Cool. Do the next one. Got it. Okay, so all of that is buttoned up. Man, we're making a pile of parts here that aren't going back on the bike. That's kind of fun. Well, Dan, since we're here, let's put this on.
What's this?
This is a radiator cap. What it does is it raises the boiling temperature of your coolant, so you shouldn't boil over as quick. Dink. Let's look at our electric start. Here's our wire harness. Oh, check it. They wired in a battery tender right away. That's awesome. We got our switch. Rim, rim, rim. That's what it does. That's a really nice wire harness. I see a lot of aftermarket products in the electrical world, and they don't have the wiring, near the wiring that is. So that's really cool. We need some sealant. I'm gonna schmutz around my wires so that we don't leak. Because what I'm gonna do, or what you do here, is we're gonna actually put oil in this cavity. It's normally dry, but when you run the E-start, it's just like KTM, the older KTM setup. Now KTM, they left that dry, so it was a popular modification to go in and seal this up and then add some oil so that your starter would last longer. For this kit here, they just tell you to do it right off the hop. So that's what we're doing. All right, that is all good and snug. Breather hose. This gets stuck right to the back here. There's a little push to connect fitting. This is a really cool piece. So this is a 3D printed piece, and it does a couple different things. One is, it was the alignment tool, so it went in there and meshed with the gears so that we could get all of this stuff aligned and get the cover on. And then it doubles as a funnel. We're just gonna put it in there and watch, I'll show you here in a bit. But that's just a 3D printed piece that they came up with. Super awesome. All right, what's next? What's next is we put the oil in. Oh boy, why is it coming out of there? Because I was putting it in too fast, probably, Dan. That's probably about as much as we lost. There's only a sip in here, so I might as well put that in. Well, if there's one thing I know, it's I'm good at making a mess. Moving on, let's take our starter, cute little thing, and a little bit of grease for that O-ring. And that's just gonna plop right in like this. Freaking love it. All right, let's see what's next. Installing the harness and battery. It's gonna go there. The wiring for this is gonna be super simple, guys. The problem comes in the fact that I'm really just weird with my wiring stuff and I like everything to be in its place.
You okay?
Yeah, just gotta figure out how I wanna run that stuff. So while we do that, let's grab the air box, I guess, and throw that on. Starting to look like a bike again. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set the bike down here again, so then I can see everything that's going on up in here. It shouldn't be that bad.
Oh, this is not good. Yeah, I'm good.
There we go. Something like that. Let's grab our battery. Up through there. Alright, so that'll hold in there. Get that in a spot that needs to be. And now we got to figure out how we want to wire this.
Did you get the wiring anywhere?
What do you think I was doing the whole time, Dan?
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, wiring's just about right in here. So far, the wiring's been the trickiest part about this whole thing. The wiring for this is gonna be super simple, guys. Do I have one or two of those big straps? Two?
Stay strapped, Craig.
Stay, always.
You know what they say, always stay strapped. ASS.
Every once in a while, this guy really comes up with one. And then, you know what he does? He stands right in front of the fan.
Yeah.
Tuck my hour meter back up in there. Oh, just like that. It's all good. Bink. That's all good. We're getting there. Battery. This is all gonna get tucked up in here and secured. And I gotta get my air filter clean and back on, and then battery will get hooked up. And all I gotta do is hook up the battery and put that switch on the handlebars.
That's it?
Each start is done.
Wow.
All right, next, let's put forks on, because then we can put more stuff on. Go on there, forks. I'm gonna come back through and we'll set fork height, and we'll get these torqued down. At least they won't fall off. But how great would it be if I was riding and the front fell off, and then I could come back and you could be like, well, why'd the front fall off?
Really just round out the experience.
If you can't tell by now, that is one of my favorite skits on the interwebs.
Well, there are regulations governing the materials that they can be made of.
What materials?
Well, cardboard's out.
Let's see, where am I riding next? I guess I'm gonna be riding in the rock. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that just like that. So what I'll do sometimes is, if I'm going out to ride in the rocks in tight single track, I bump these up a little bit. That'll make turning a little quicker, a little easier. If I'm running a faster pace, something down in Jersey, and I know it's more open, I'll move them down a little bit, make it a little more stable. And I say that what happens is I'll set it and forget it, and I won't do any of that when I go ride. but sometimes I do. Depends if I get a wild hair. Now, it's super important. You do want to get these torqued correctly, because if you don't have enough torque on them, well, the front could fall off.
Wasn't this built so the front wouldn't fall off?
Well, obviously not.
And if you have too much torque, well, what'll happen is this clamps, especially this lower one, around that fork tube, it'll actually bind up the internals.
Uh-oh.
So you want to make sure you got them torqued to where they need to be. No more, no less, and then you call it a day. The other thing you do is get your measuring stick. Dink. 865. So that needs to come up just a hair. I mean, that's just a right there. Perfect. I am excited. Got all the Race Tech goodies on the insides here, the gold valves, and I don't know, a bunch of other trick stuff from Race Tech. Had my buddies over at RK Performance set them up and get everything dialed in for me. I don't know if I said it earlier, but they do race engines and suspensions. So if you're in the market to, you know, maybe you want to get your suspension done, maybe you need to get some motor work done, whatever, shoot them an email. It's 333@gmail.com. That's the number three times, 333@gmail.com. Shoot them an email, see if they can help you. But that's who I use. They do a good job, and I'm really excited. Ooh, back to an FMF, gnarly. I ran these pipes on my 300, and I really liked them. One of the cool things with the gnarly, gives you some of that low end versus with a fatty, you get a little higher revving pipe. But these gnarlies are actually a hair thicker as well, so they give you a little more.
So they won't get bent up as easily.
That's right.
Like a tube of chips.
Like a tuba? Like a tube of chips.
Like a tube of chips.
Rear brake spring. Okay, brake spring. Got to throw some oil in the trans, got to put some juice in the radiators, throw the front tire on, throw the rear tire on, put the bars on, those bar pieces, handguards, seat, tank, chain. That's really about it.
Let's get her done, Craig.
Let's get her done, Dan. Okay, so we're gonna have to get a chain on. That'll be good for now. Front tire, Dan, it's starting to look like a dirt bike. You know what that means? It's starting to look like fun, because dirt bikes are fun, Dan. Do 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 do. It's my new favorite song. Starting to look like a bike. The other thing we can do is put the coolant in, put some oil in. All right, so then this and this need to go to the battery. I love the smell of clots. It's so good, dude. Smell this.
Yeah, that's oddly appealing.
It is, right? It smells like it would taste delicious. I got the oil in it. Got the coolant in it. We could throw the tank in it.
Craig, put the tank on.
Put the tank on.
Put the tank on.
So it looks like a motorcycle.
Oh, that looks so good. Ooh. Fresh pipe, fresh guards, fresh cap.
Loving it. I'm pretty excited. I really.
Do you want to see if that button works?
I want to see if this button works. There we go. Oh man.
It's doing stuff.
Oh man.
Look at that, Craig, no kicks. Oh.
How awesome is that? Stuck on the hill, stuck in the rocks, you're just like, wow, and then you can go again. Man, that was definitely not hard to do and worth every penny of doing it. I am so excited. And a big, huge thank you to Dennis Kirk for teaming up with us this summer to bring you guys more and more videos. Go check them out at denniskirk.com and check out the Garage Build series on the website. It's really cool. You can go and see what other people are posting and building in their garages. Once I get this thing wrapped up, I'm gonna snap some pictures and put it up there for you guys to see too. So check that out. We're gonna put a link down in the description so you have all the information that you guys need. Find an old bike or four-wheeler or snowmobile or lawnmower, I don't care. Find something old, start wrenching and learning. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have fun this weekend. Dan's gonna throw a video right here. I know you're gonna love it. Go check it out. Have a great rest of your weekend.